And speaking of January 6 hysterics, we're learning exclusively tonight about what's going on inside the FBI. Well, whistleblowers have told Congressman Jim Jordan that the agency is in full-blown retaliation mode, referring to what's going on as a purge of agency employees who hold conservative views. One employee reportedly had his security clearance taken away, and then he was indefinitely suspended from his duty and got his pay taken away for disagreeing with their January 6th narrative. Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee, joins me now. Congressman, now this specific FBI employee I mentioned, what can you tell us more about him or her?
Now, sheesh. Wow. So they're going through their employees and saying, essentially, do you agree with do you agree with us when it comes to January 6th? No? Get them up out of here. Do you agree with us when it comes to January 6th insurrection? No? Get them up out of here. Wow.
Decorated Iraqi war veteran being run out of the FBI. His allegiance to the country is being questioned because he had the gall to say something that offended the FBI leadership about the January 6th investigation. The other one is also having the same thing happen to them simply because on an anonymous questionnaire they said something that the leadership disagreed with them about January 6th. And I would point out, Laura, that we now have had 6 agents come forward as whistleblowers. 2 on the school board's narrative, on the school board's issue, and 4 now regarding January 6th. That is a concern to us, but we've had literally 6 FBI agents come to our committee.
Wow.
It's happening all over government, is it not, Jim? I mean, it's happening at the FBI. We know it's happening in our military with the whole stand down order, remember, in the spring of 2021 after January 6th. So we have to make sure there are no unsavory people in our military. That was a warning shot that they fired across the bow for our young military men and women, was it not?
Right, exactly. It's the weaponization of government against your political foes. The legacy, and to go with your monologue, the legacy of the Attorney General Garland right now is the school board's issue. Writing the memorandum that treats moms and dads as domestic terrorists. That's the legacy thus far in his tenure as Attorney General. But this weaponization of government against your political foes is exactly what's going on. So much so we had the Disinformation Governance Board, and but for your efforts and others pointing this out, that still might be in operation. That is how the left is operating. In the context here with the FBI, remember, a few years ago, they spied on President Trump. Then it was the actions they took against parents regarding the school board situation. And then 2 whistleblowers last month had come forward who attended the January 6th rally on their own time with their spouse, didn't go in the Capitol, haven't been charged, but they've had their security clearance taken from them too, which is always the first step in termination. Again, one of those individuals was also a veteran of our armed forces. This is happening, and it is as wrong can be.
So if you were even there, you're there with your family because you believe that you have a right to be there. You didn't know what was about to go down, nor were you even a part of it. You was just there because you were in support of your party. You were in support of, you believe that that President Trump was cheated out of office, and you want to make your voices heard. So you're getting fired. You're losing your jobs. You're getting your clearance taken from you because you were there. I wonder how many people have been losing their jobs for being at Black Lives Matter movements. I know, and I told y'all before, and before I even started doing any type of politics, anything, if you go into my, I think it's still there. If you go into my community on YouTube, you will see that I had like a really short video up of me at the Black Lives Matter march as well downtown, and it didn't go into no Congress or we didn't try to beat up no police or nothing like that. Well, they didn't while I was there, but I was there, and the fact that I was there for another reason other than what some people that was there was for, or some people was there for. But I was there, and I've learned a great deal about the whole movement, or the company that represents the movement, and the company. No, not at all. But it's a lot of things that are being covered on Fox that aren't being covered on MSNBC. And I just now did a video, just to be fair, on MSNBC, wondering why Fox News were not covering the January 6th hearings, why they wasn't trying to put that out there. And they were saying they're trying to protect something. Why aren't they trying to do that? The same way MSNBC are not covering Hunter Biden's emails. They aren't covering whether or not the presidency was stolen from Trump. They're not covering, if you're going to cover the January 6th insurrection, you might want to cover the reason why the insurrection started in the first place. And that was because of them being cheated out of the presidency. So there's a whole bunch of things going on, and I get it. MSNBC represents a side, Fox represents a side, and which is unfortunate, because you're not going to get that middle ground. You're not going to get that middle ground unless you go and look at both. That's why I really want to cover both, and I hope you guys watch both, because this is something that we need. I mean, we can decide what we believe together and move forward to try to see how we can help create that bridge that will make matters better. But if FBI are purging conservatives out of the FBI simply because how they felt about January 6th, or how they feel about conservatives altogether, that's not right. That's discriminatory. That's grounds to be sued. And like you can't kick nobody out of their job or remove their clearance because they feel they have a different party affiliation than you. That makes absolutely no sense to me. But then again, I don't know a whole bunch about the law. I don't know a whole bunch about the FBI. So I'm just going to play my role and just watch the videos and just talk about that.
A veteran in our armed forces, this is happening, and it is as wrong can be.
Now, Congressman, on the issue of Jan 6, here's the CNN reporter Ryan Nobles with, I thought, what was a stunning admission. Watch.
It's largely going to be a controlled message, even though there are Republicans on the panel. These Republicans and Democrats are working in unison. That means there's going to be no opposition voices during these hearings.
Laugh out loud hilarious, Jim. I mean, this is theater, and they're upset that we're not running it live on Fox.
See, she's speaking on it.
It's their theater, it's their production, it's their props, their wardrobe, their makeup, whatever the hell they're doing. It's all on them. That's what they wanted.
And they are, that's what I'm talking about right there. We're putting on a show. How come the other guys aren't showing it? They're not showing it because they're guilty. That's why they're not showing it. They're not showing it because they're not going to be elected again if they show their people what exactly happened. No, like she just now said, it's their show. This is y'all's show. Have fun with your show. This is your thing. Why do you expect us to be there?
Yeah, and they've used taxpayer money to hire the former president of ABC News to choreograph the documentary that they're going to present on Thursday night and over the coming weeks. So, yeah, this is exactly what it is. Choreographed, brought to you by the taxpayer at taxpayer expense.
Do we know how much it's costing, by the way, Congressman? We have mothers who can't find baby formula. All right, we have people struggling to put fuel in their gas tanks. How much is this costing, this little show?
I don't know, but I do know you're right. There will be no this is the only committee hearing I've ever seen in Congress where there was not an opportunity to cross-examine witnesses, because there is no Republican on that committee who will do it. So this is worse than what Adam Schiff did in the bunker in the basement with impeachment back in 2019. At least I got to be in that room and depose witnesses. And then when they had the hearings, we got to cross-examine witnesses. But in this situation, that's not even happening. So this is completely choreographed presentation, completely partisan. The good news is the American people have figured all that out.
Yeah, Kafka would be very proud. Congressman, great to see you.
Wow.
So she got
Now, I see. I'm glad I checked this out because they explained it. They was like, man, this is y'all production. Y'all are putting this all on. This is so one-sided. You can have it. We don't want to be a part of it. And we're definitely not going to help you. I mean, come on. Why? Why would we help you? Us helping you mean more ratings for you. Us helping you mean more money for you. No, that's not our jobs. Completely different companies. Y'all do y'all thing. We do our thing. Why in the world would we cover this live when it's all propaganda? It's set up by you all so that you can benefit from it. Nobody else is benefiting from it. Wow. Now that's a good way to look at it. That's perspective right there. I'm glad I checked this out. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to look at my other video about why is Fox hiding January 6th hearing proceedings, please check that out because then you'll see the tie-in. The thing that just now made me like, okay, now I totally get it. I get it. Please make sure you do so on your way out the door and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well. So I'm Van. Now we are all the LFR family. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. You all have been amazing per usual, man. Love y'all. Bye.